their minds. Upset protests from every direction. They fell on deaf ears, though. It was a clean-cut victory for Scott Rechsteiner, but as we mentioned, that just ignited the feud, and we will continue with that as the program goes on. In fact, right now, we've got another installment in that feud. We mentioned that one of the feuds we would be tracking today would involve Dr. Jerry Graham against Chris Carter. Before that all started, though, of course, Graham and Carter were very good tag team combination, and we're going to see them in tag team action now against Cowboy Bodie and Scott Rechsteiner, a match that you'll want to watch very, very closely for outside interference. This is probably the most dangerous match I've ever seen. A barbed wire match, a barbed wire wrapped around the top two ring ropes.
You and I were talking about this match several hours ago, and I just can't hardly believe that it happened. I have never been anything in a match like that that's that brutal, that's that dangerous, where you can get cut at any second. I myself, I doubt if I would ever sign for a match like that. But I'm very anxious to see the whole thing through.
Certainly about not for the squeamish or the faint-hearted. Let's go to ringside now for the barbed wire match. Graham and Carter against Bodie and Rechsteiner. Dr. Jerry Graham responsible for that neck brace. There is the bell. You're not going to see a lot of fast moves here, I don't imagine. All four of these wrestlers are going to try their best to keep from going into the barbed wire, obviously. But they're not going to have much of a choice. There's Dr. Jerry Graham, set to do battle with the World Heavyweight Champion, Scott Rechsteiner. They lock up in the referee. Oh, Graham, just manages to escape being hurled into that barbed wire. And you can see from the expression on his face, there's no way he's going to go into that barbed wire through his own volition. Again, Graham throws Rechsteiner off. Rechsteiner barely misses going into the barbed wire himself. A match definitely not for the weak of heart or the squeamish. Hip toss, kick out by Scott Rechsteiner, the world champion. Graham to his feet. Faces out again across the ring at Scott Rechsteiner, the world champion. You see Sam Botek in the lower right of your screen. Sam Botek has been attending the training sessions. #1 supporter here for Rex Bodie. Graham thrown off again. Gee. And again, just barely manages to avoid that barbed wire. I can feel for these guys, even if it is Jerry Graham. Big body slam by Rechsteiner. If there's ever a couple of people that many of us would like to see go into barbed wire, it might be Jerry Graham and, at this point in time, Chris Carter. It's Rechsteiner and Graham again with the referee hold in center ring. Graham with the side headlock. Graham is about to be thrown off. And he went right into it. And he scooped up and slammed. He went right into that barbed wire, and he's tagging out to Chris Carter. Carter gingerly coming into the ring. Carter's thrown into the barbed wire. Over the top he goes. He's down, and he's bailing out, and I don't blame him. I don't know if we've got any open wounds yet on these two. I would suspect we probably do somewhere. Graham looks like he's pretty marked up. Both of them, very worried looks on their faces, as you might imagine. The tag is made. Here comes Graham, tenderly crawling in through the ropes. The fans begin to chant him traitor. A well-deserved chant directed at Chris Carter. Chris Carter, after so long, the man the fans could believe in, has turned his back on all those fans, all the good fans, all his friends, turned his back on everything. And gone to the side of Dr. Jerry Graham. I would imagine a good deal of past hands in that particular move. Rechsteiner and Graham, the men who started the match out, back in there again, side headlock tag out. Cowboy Rex Bodie enters the ring. He grabs the headlock on Jerry Graham. Bodie. Graham trying to throw him off. Bodie's not going anywhere. Bodie with a handful of hair keeps from being hurled off again by Graham. Graham trying to tag, he does so. Here comes Carter, just scratched his back trying to get in there. Bodie right with that side headlock on Chris Carter. And the chant of traitor begins again. Bodie still with the headlock. Carter trying to keep from being, or Bodie rather, trying to keep from being thrown off. Graham is climbing the ropes. Graham to the top rope. And he comes down with a double sledgehammer across the back of Bodie. Bodie catches the barbed wire and an elbow smash. And put him right down. The top two ropes wrapped with barbed wire. And now it's Graham. Oh, now they've got him where they want him. They've got him where they want him now. This is the worst possible place for Rex Bodie to be, as they're literally slashing him with that barbed wire. The referee, really there's not too much he can do in the kind of a match this is in terms of a disqualification. Yes, Bodie has already been injured. Bodie's been injured by that barbed wire. This is going to be a savage encounter. Oh! And again, Bodie taking his lumps. Bodie's got to make a tag. Bodie's got to tag off to the champion here. Bodie again hurled into the barbed wire, catches a knee coming out. Chris Carter, modern day Benedict Arnold that he is. What a sleazy move it was when Chris Carter turned on Calypso Jim. Definitely a story with many more chapters to be written, I'm sure. Carter now with the elbow into the head. The battered head of Cowboy Rex Bodie. The fans looking on in awe as Bodie scoots up and slams Chris Carter. Oh, Bodie prevented from making the tag. They've got Bodie where they want him now. They've got him injured. And they want to keep him in there to hopefully finish him off before too much more damage is done to Graham and Carter. Graham with a glancing blow to Bodie's head. And now pounding away at him. Sam Botek looking on from the outside of the bottom of your screen with a concerned look on his face. Concern for his men. The men he's managed over the past several weeks. Urging them on, urging Bodie on to the corner. Rechsteiner there trying to make the tag. He's unable to. Instead, Graham and Carter tag off again. Carter climbs to the second rope. Whoever thought we'd ever see Carter with Dr. Jerry Graham as his tag team partner? Truly impressive, mind-boggling. Carter works away at the injury. Bodie literally slashed to pieces with that barbed wire earlier. Bodie's coming back, throws in a few good forearms. Carter chips him up, though, and tags off to the doctor. Dr. Jerry Graham back into the ring. And they're going to hurl him. Oh, he goes right into it. Oh, catches a double clothesline. Right into that barbed wire. And Rex Bodie's body is just a mass of injuries. Blood in the eyes now blinding him. That's not going to help him any at all. Bodie, close. He makes the tag. The referee's going to allow it. And here comes the world champion. Scott Rechsteiner takes over with Dr. Jerry Graham. Rechsteiner threw himself into the barbed wire. Does it again. What a valiant effort from Scott Rechsteiner. Just giving up his body to get some licks in on Graham and Carter. And Rechsteiner is cleaning house here with these two. Ooh, Carter went back first into that barbed wire. You can see Carter dancing around in the pain from that one. Carter falls forward on Rechsteiner. The count goes in at 2 only. Carter in with Rechsteiner. This savage match. Uh-oh, there goes Rechsteiner. They've got Rechsteiner on the barbed wire now. They're slashing Rechsteiner's forehead across that barbed wire. Good Lord. And the world champion feeling the effects of this gruesome encounter here. The fans just looking on in horror, some with disgust, as the world champion is just spurting blood Oh, jeez. What a sight that is. Carter going for a suplex. And he got him. A vertical suplex on the champion, who's a gruesome crimson mask now. A 2 count, but Rechsteiner kicks out. This valiant young world champion is just a mass of blood. Carter went through the legs. Rechsteiner through the legs, and Carter tags out to the Cowboy. Both of these men have been seriously injured here. The champion especially losing a lot of blood from this barbed wire. And now, the referee's letting it go, too. Why not? That's what they all four wanted. Let him go at it. Graham bails out. Rechsteiner's out after him. In the meantime, in the ring, there goes Rechsteiner. Rechsteiner throws Graham into that post. In the meantime, in the ring, it's Cowboy Rex Bodie. Look at him punching away with those forearms on Chris Carter. Great shot from the camera there as Bodie punches away. There you see Rechsteiner and Graham on the outside. We've got them all four involved now. The referee is not counting. Bodie, ooh! Carter. I don't know if his head caught that barbed wire or not. I think it did. Nonetheless, Bodie continues to pummel away at Carter as Rechsteiner working on Graham in the front of your screen. The referee trying to gain some kind of order here. Graham is a bloody mess now. And Carter, his head being ripped. Tit for tat. Carter's head being ripped by Cowboy Rex Bodie. And we have got a bloodbath. Oh, both men into the barbed wire. Both of them collide. Carter and Graham both down. Bodie and Rechsteiner certainly have Graham and Carter where they want them now. All four men, quite a gruesome sight. Most of the fans on their feet, looking on in horror. The referee's knocked out. The referee takes a tumble out of the ring. So it's all, and here comes the Great Wojo. On the left of the screen, the Great Wojo is in the ring. There you see the referee. Let's get into the ring and check the Great Wojo. Wojo pounds away on Bodie and comes up from behind Scott Rechsteiner. Let's stay with Wojo and Rechsteiner as he puts the pile driver, goes for the pile driver on the world champion. The champion pile drive by the Great Wojo, who puts Graham on top. The referee is back in, and I think the count's going to go in. No, it does. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners, the team of Dr. Jerry Graham and Chris Carter. Sam Botek now in the ring, trying to point out what's been done to the referee here. The hands being raised in victory here by the referee as Sam Botek is in the ring. Rex Bodie in a bad way. They're all four of them. All four are just bloody messes here. As Sam Botek is in there, trying to get some law and order, trying to get some order here to this thing. And it's, watch out, Sam. Let's get it on Sam Botek up there now. Botek and Carter squaring off. I don't like this, but Graham just reached out and punched, but there goes Botek ripping that neck brace off. It's Botek and Graham going at it. They're rolling out of the ring. Sam Botek and Jerry Graham, keep that camera on them. Let's watch them go at it here. Botek and Graham just fighting for all they're worth here. It's Botek and Graham. Look at them. And all the wrestlers from the dressing room have come out. Meanwhile in the ring, Carter pile driving Cowboy Rex Bodie. Rechsteiner badly injured. In the meantime, the people on the outside trying to keep Botek and Graham apart from each other. It's taking all the wrestlers from the dressing room to keep them apart. They're pulling Botek out of there, trying to keep them away now. Carter and Wojo working on Rechsteiner and Bodie in the ring. Sam Botek trying to get away. The wrestlers have managed to get Jerry Graham out of here. In the meantime, though, it's Carter with a pile driver on Rechsteiner, the world champion. And it's Wojo now. The battle continues here with somewhat different participants. El Bracero is able to get Rechsteiner out of the ring. But in the meantime, it's poor Cowboy Rex Bodie stuck up there by himself. Rex Bodie in a bad way here, as Wojo and Carter, a sad sight there, congratulating each other. They can get some of the security maybe to pull Bodie out of the ring. He's definitely in no shape to take on the challenge from the great Wojo and Chris Carter. Well, the most gruesome match we'll probably any of us ever see, this barbed wire match. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The winners are Chris Carter and Dr. Jerry Graham, who has long since been taken out of the ring. Well, Bruiser, you got your look at your first barbed wire match. That one was brutal, and of course that surprise ending, which just served to intensify the hatred between the great Wojo and Rechsteiner when Wojo came in and pile drived Rechsteiner.
I can't believe the pile driver, especially in that kind of a match with the barbed wire all over the place, everybody bleeding. It certainly was the toughest match I've ever seen, I think.
But then out of nowhere, something totally unexpected happened on the highway. Dr. Jerry Graham involved in a tragic automobile accident.